Welcome to the Foundation Infrastructure Working Group meeting. Um, this is it's not showing up on the board, right? That's why it's here, because we filter out dependables.
Yeah, that was the thing I wanted to check in. I think sometimes it's not super interesting stuff, but this is one that didn't appear to be picked up by our regular auto bumping. I haven't rechecked this morning, so maybe this has been released, but occasionally seem to be good improvements here, and generally they're sort of rubber stamped. So I was wondering if we should maybe consider including them if they're not too try including them again if they're not too noisy. And if they do turn out to be, maybe we go back to filtering them.
Yeah, we filtered them out because there was, I don't know, when we started this, we didn't have so much throughput, so we thought let's start small. But I think it could be an idea to try including them.
Cool. Yeah, no, I end up picking them up to some degree randomly, but maybe that's not the best security posture. So
Yeah,
think
but it's for repos that we don't have auto bumping then, right? Set up.
sometimes it's a signal that there is an issue with auto bumping.
Yeah, because if we have auto bumping set up, then these things should go away by themselves, right?
That's what I would expect. I ran our auto bumper yesterday against the Bosch DNS repo, and it didn't pick it up. So there may be some slightly more sophisticated.
This is a pretty small bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most of these can just merge, right? So if we put it now in our meetings, we already take an hour to go through all the PRs nowadays.
Or yeah, I mean, I'm open to either way. I just thought I'd phrase it because it was sort of interesting. I'm going to rerun the auto bumper right now and see if this picks it up. And then if it does, we can probably make this moot. And if it doesn't, maybe there's something we need to look at.
Okay. Then just let's start here. Make you all a bit smaller. Yes. Okay.
Still waiting for the AWS CPI.
Okay. This is spot stuff. We have one approval and another one.
Yeah. Can we merge?
Oh, this is just the Bosch bootloader stuff, the extension.
Yes.
They create. Yeah, I see.
So I create an extension, and you can. So the director can now be with the create director override. You will make the director as well spot. And otherwise, people need to use the VM extension if they want spot. So if you do VM extension spot to your deployment, when you deploy something on the bootloader, it will use.
That's this one, right?
Yes.
That's the more logical one, right? The other one is, I mean, sure, if it's like a test environment.
This is the spot, the ops file, and the directory create director. This is for the director and the jump box.
Yeah,
to make that spot provisioning as well.
And that makes sense if you have an end-to-end environment that only lives like for a few hours, then it makes sense.
And then for the deployment stuff, so because you also want, if you deploy something on Cloud Foundry, you should use the VM extension.
Makes sense.
Okay, I'm going to thoroughly test this in our build packs pipeline, so if something comes up, I will know it.
Something noble.
Yes. When you start Noble on Docker or Warden, it should have the start containers with systemd true. If not, it will fail.
That makes sense.
And another thing related is in the...
Is that also supported by Warden already?
Yes. If you look at the comment in the conversation, because I also didn't know, but ABG, he pointed it out. If you click Warden CPI, you will see that. So, yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
That makes sense.
So now only one, there still need to be two things fixed in the Docker CPI, and then finally the Bosch deployment CI can finally get green again, and maybe we can get finally a new merge out, because the master branch is now like 2 months old.
This is the one where I commented a bunch. Ah, yeah, I would have expected Marin to be here, actually, but he is not.
Yeah, I thought Myron was going to do a little more work on. You two had a discussion about adding this to the manifest
Spec
or
file, right?
the release spec. Yeah.
Yeah, so the spec file of every package, I think makes more sense to have it there and have it be persistent and not something you have to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's also, and maybe in the agent, I think there's a note. I put a note about there's some code that had been added to detect whether a release was gzipped or not. But if this ends up being inside the release at the package level, then we don't have to worry about that inspection.
Yeah, but I like that. Yeah, this doing it through the spec feels way more Bosch-like, right? Like this flag is just because then there's like you can have mixed things, right? Sometimes you have things that do not like really benefit from compression, but some other packages. For example, the UAA, right? Because the package, I believe, is already just a jar, right? So
Yeah, the
compression might be not.
yeah, the UAA would definitely benefit from that because that jar is compressed. So
Yeah, right. Like so, these are things that like yeah, it's not a best practice probably what they're doing there, but we can at least make it better.
yeah.
So yeah, that I think that's a good pivot for this feature altogether, right? Like this, and I think Martin was agreeing with that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just yeah.
He may be slammed with release stuff. I know his team was on the hook for a bunch of things that got delivered this week, so that may be just him
Yeah,
having
makes
other
sense.
stuff.
Okay. So nothing there. That was this one. So then we go to this one.
This is still in progress.
Okay. Are we gonna get rid of the floppy drive? I mean, Chris says so.
Yeah, it uses CD-ROM, not floppy. I know that for sure.
Okay, then it can go, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Are there any, okay, good, there's specs for that are getting changed.
Yeah, it's like a really small change. But does this do much?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there are any
Packages or...
tests in the builder that looks to see if. Okay, yeah, good. Then that.
I hope he tested it, and otherwise we need to.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about them having tested it, but I think sometimes when we've done package removal stuff,
It will
It's not,
definitely fail the pipeline because
it's
there
not
are tests. There are a million tests.
but I mean, it's not even removing something, right? It's just making floppy bin true, and then
Yes.
so that's all it's doing, and that means that
Can you open it again? Wait.
so like this is all it does basically, right? So it's the floppy binary will be bin true. Apparently that's how you disable it. I don't know,
So
but
no,
it's
what he
something
is
we did for
doing
other
is
things.
he's putting that. So he's putting that in the blacklist. So
This is
basically,
not
what he's saying
is this a blacklist?
he's doing it in mod pro blacklist. So what
Oh,
he's
I
doing is
see. This is that
floppy.
file. Yeah.
So yeah, this is just basically a blacklisted module, and then
Yeah, I see. And these are the contents of that file.
yes,
Makes sense.
and then the test is basically only saying like, is it really in the blacklist?
Is it in the file? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I'm fine.
there are a couple of stages lists that include things about floppy, specifically group data. And I don't know if that's gonna break now that floppy is no longer installed. So
Well, it's not. It's still installed. It's removed from the kernel. It's not loaded in the kernel.
okay. Yeah, I was just looking at the code and there's some tests checking to see if there's like a floppy group in the user groups or something, and I don't
The
know if
user
that's
groups will still be there, I think.
Yeah,
okay.
that's not being changed. This is only about
Great.
the current, like initializing the kernel faster, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not spending time on the. So I think that's a pretty harmless change.
Sounds great.
Okay.
We already had that one, right?
I think
Yeah,
the
that's the
Bosch
same.
one is different. That's the Bosch
Yeah,
director
but
code.
still, like we might want to change that because of the other
Yeah.
discussion, right?
Yeah. Do we want to back out the Bosch utils change that came through, since that right now that's blocking dependency bumps with where the Bosch CLI, like in backup and restore, is unable to update
Oh,
to the
it
latest
changed the signatures,
the
right?
interface. Yeah.
Yeah, the interface. Yeah, probably we want to revert that.
Okay.
We
Can you
don't
make the
want to do
revert
that.
now so we can just accept it all?
Yeah.
I don't know if it still can be done.
Should be. But those are not merged. This is closed.
It's the third one down from it's the number 11,
That one, right?
not number 120. Yeah.
We're gonna refer to this one. This one. This is basically the reasoning, right?
Yeah, I think the changes in here may be fine, but until we can synchronize them with
Yeah.
the Bosch CLI, it
Yep. Something like that.
Yep. Seems good.
And then I already got an approval here. We'll keep this open until the CI has validated and then revert. Or shall we just merge so we don't forget?
Just
It's probably
merge.
fine.
Living on the edge.
Okay. Okay. Shall we convert this one into draft then?
Yeah.
Same for this one then, right? Um, right, that's basically the TLDR. Okay. This has approvers assigned or reviewers, so we need a CLA. Is this someone you know, Aram? You're muted currently.
Not somebody I know, but somebody that I know of. I'll I'll talk to Nishad Alpha Site to get that. Get this person either sorted out.
Yeah, because this still needs to be
That's
addressed.
the 404. Okay.
Yeah, the CLA is not signed. This one has been open for how long? Quite a bit of time. Should we also convert this back
Yeah.
to draft? Or is there still
Yeah, I
stuff
think
happening?
convert this to draft.
Okay, yeah, I like that because then we keep our board a bit cleaner and don't have to go over things that are not. Wait, still shows? That's something for another time.
One of those things that's hard, probably caching.
Wait, we already looked at something like this. This is release. Oh, this is Bosch agent.
Yeah, this was the place I mentioned. There's some changes about compression detection. I think this could also be draft.
Yeah. Is that the comments? Yes. Did this finally work? No, there's conflicts. Can you take a look at that, Aram?
Sure.
It's your PR, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and fix that. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, but then we're waiting for changes on that one. Let's see. Okay. I guess it makes sense. Just need a review.
Yeah. With this, you can finally use the Bosch Docker release locally. It's the same thing that's used in the Google CPI. It's the same fix.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, by default, because in the Golang package, it wants to
Mhm.
set it to the var vcap bosh temp,
Yeah, no, I know.
which we don't have.
I-
So
No, I knew we had that at some point somewhere. I think Joseph Palermo looked into that at some point. I didn't know that he fixed it only in the CPI, not like globally.
this is also fine.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why it shouldn't be in like this one, because otherwise it keeps happening.
Yeah, but for if you are
Or not
using
compiling a CPI, it makes sense maybe.
yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with this change. Also, it's just Docker CPI.
It's just well, then you can also fix my other one.
This is an AWS one.
Yeah, this is from me. I think it's quite safe to merge. It basically refactors some code we recently merged in here as well, and fixes some issue which we found while the integration tests were running. So I did run them again, and with this they were fine now, and also unit tests. Added some more and deleted some unnecessary tests.
I'm convinced. It's a lot of Ruby stuff. I like if it's 3 lines of code, then I can like parse it. This feels like
Yeah, sure.
unless someone else wants to say that it's fine, but I mean like this feels like someone should probably review it.
Especially
Yes.
when someone does Rubocop autofix or something like 1600 million things that's been changed. Nobody's going to look.
Yeah. I mean, all this code is not yet in a release inside. Yeah, it's just fixing old code we introduced with new code we introduced with an older PR. It's basically just removed some redundant code, and there were also lots of duplicate unit tests, and some code branches were not tested at all. That's why also the integration tests were failing. Yeah, so I try to cover every scenario now. And
So it's basically amendment to the previous work that was done.
kind of, yes. I mean, the issue I only saw when we merged, because then the integration test was failing, and then I looked at this coding. I did not look at this coding before, and I thought, okay, we can do some bigger refactoring here. Then it took some time to, in my
Yeah,
opinion, make this a bit
what
more
would
readable.
help here is to have a bit more like the actual failures and stuff maybe in the
Okay.
description. Right?
Yeah.
Like because then at least we know why we're doing this.
Yes, so it's only I can send a link to the integration test, so because it's
Yeah,
not yet in the release
like
or anything.
yeah.
Yeah, I can add them. Sure. Yeah, sure. If someone feel free to review. It's good always to get a review.
But then this means this needs to go to the pending review. And you can always ask like colleagues that do not have that are not currently assigned as an reviewer. Like you can always
Yes.
ask them. They can always give a thumbs up, right? Like that also counts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the branch name is according to my state that I was in. I wanted to kill that person.
Hmm? The branch name? Oh, what's this?
So they added this a month ago to remove non-critical systemd services,
Mhm.
and they're basically removing a lot, and also including the boss agent. So the agent was actually never starting on Warden or Docker.
Great. Nice that they tested this.
Yes, I tested it for 3 days.
Yeah.
And I didn't even figure it out. The AI figured it out.
Okay. It
I let it
Don't
run
say that.
like I
Don't
let
say
it
that
run
too.
in Inception, like I said, like start the Docker container, read out the logs, and check the journal, and then read back through the code. And then finally it found this after the day.
That's great.
I would have never found it on myself.
no, this is not something you I don't know. I'm surprised our tests didn't catch this. But this is Docker CPI, which has no tests, not integration tests and stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's never tested with Noble. So
makes sense.
yeah, the remove Python 3 disk utils is also less like just run it, except
We're almost through the list, and Jochen said he had also things.
Those
The
cigar
last
changes.
one in the first column and on the GitHub tab.
On the CredHub one. Ah, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so then we will get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Python 3 disk utils is not available anymore in Debian. In the latest Debian, we depend on the latest Golang packages, which depends on the latest Debian. Python 3 disk utils doesn't exist anymore because we're using a new Python.
And why were we using this?
It was used, but it's not even Python is not even used anymore because we needed this because of the GCP, the GS utils,
Mm-hmm.
but they package Python now within their own stuff. So
then this
basically,
one
we also don't
doesn't.
need Python anymore, but I just keep it in there just to be safe. And this is only for the bootloader Docker anyway, so.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Okay.
Yeah, so that's just a small fix in the Bosch bootloader Azure Cloud config. The VM type we picked does not support hypervisor version 1 and deployment fails, but with standard D2S v5 it works again.
So the newer generation doesn't work.
No, it's too new. Well, I could not fully understand the error message. It said something with hypervisor version 1 is not supported on this VM type, and
But is it region specific, or because of it in AWS you have and GCP you have like really region specific stuff?
well, I can show you the logs if you want, but
No, I accept you. I just wanted you to, if you know something about it.
no,
Shall we ask this person?
I don't think it's region specific. Didn't sound like that.
So
Okay, just add them as
what was it?
Oh yeah, adding Sebastian
S4.
is
Oh,
fine.
4.
Yes. S.
Yeah. Are you blocked? Like
no, we have a local workaround.
Yeah, you have a local workaround. No, thanks. Then we keep it open to have a discussion because it would be nice to have some more context, right? Because this could be an indication that we might need to fix something in the CPI or something, right? Because eventually you probably want to support this
Well,
V6 one.
I think we should be fine for now. The old VM types were announced as deprecated for 28, and now we've
I remember this, the hypervisor generation one. It's in the CPI. And
it's likely
it's really easy because it's basically hard coded in there. And we only need to change it to generation 2.
Okay.
We had a discussion of, maybe it's still in there, an issue I created, but I'm not sure.
So for now, the V5 generation VM types should be perfectly fine.
No, if you look at my, I think I created an issue for it, Ruben, on the left side. Issue. Yes. Top one.
Correct.
Yep, this one is it.
Okay.
So this is the actual fix.
Okay. Gen 2.
Oh, he already responded. Okay, so we should investigate this. We should. I think we should chase this more than the other way around, but not sure.
Actually, we could also just merge this because we know it's an issue and we already have a CPI issue. So maybe we should say here.
And then revert it later. Yeah, also fine.
Yeah. All in favor?
Yep.
I think that's the right way to do it, right? Like, because it's currently blocked.
It currently doesn't work at all. So
yeah. Thanks for taking the time to join this meeting even, right? For such a change.
No problem. I have one more.
Yeah, on the credit, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, here it's also nothing big. We are migrating to Python 3.13, and that one has the stricter X509 validation in place and checks the extended key usages of certificates. And it turns out that the dev MTLS certificates do not have a proper key usage set. And this PR sets the server auth extended key usage for the root certificate and for the server TLS certificate, so that Python clients don't complain anymore.
But this only affects the dev setup, right?
It's only for dev, yes, but we use the dev setup for our integration tests.
Approved.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I think this makes sense.
Will this go automatically to GitHub release then?
I have no idea.
I don't know what their
do we
CI
still
setup is.
maintain the CredUp?
The thing is, this call is called foundation infrastructure, but actually it's only Bosch stuff. Like, no, we don't look at the other tabs.
Okay.
So there's actually no people here from that do anything with CredHub.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I see there are releases almost every
yeah,
week, so someone seems to take care.
yeah. So let's assign some of the. I think it's better to not merge this and have assign reviewers from
Yeah.
that group,
Okay.
that area, so they can actually
Mhm.
are aware and know what to do. What's this? This is security or something? No.
Credentials or something.
Ah,
Sure.
there. Yeah, we have.
Safeguards. Wow.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if that actually doesn't assign even the people, right? We have not even set that up. So this is how often this happens. Um, is it groups or something? Is it groups,
Teams.
teams?
Teams, I think, and then
And then we have, what was it, credentials? No.
Credentials,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 7 members. Okay.
Is this the approvers or is this the,
Ruben,
yeah,
Beyhan,
this is the
Markus
approver.
Strehler. Okay, good.
Yeah. So we can
Yeah,
go to
okay.
code review, enable auto assignment,
Mhm.
assign two, round robin. Yes, do it. Okay,
Okay.
right.
Do it.
And no. We need to we're gonna remove them first. Where was it? And then they're gonna save.
You need to do that for the other group though, right?
Yeah.
As well.
No, we actually only do it for the approvers because the reviewers just get a notification. They don't have to get assigned.
Mm.
Does this work now? No.
Did
Did I
you save your changes?
I think I did. How many? Yes.
Have you tried rebooting GitHub?
No. I'm not that admin yet.
Turn GitHub on and off again. These people now get like 15
Yeah, but
emails of
that's
one
fine.
of one issue in their mailbox.
That's fine. They'll totally be fine with that.
Inshallah, yeah.
No.
No, works.
Yeah, but
Great.
that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, it could be worse than that. So really.
Oh, karma.
Yeah.
Okay. I did a thing, I
Do
guess.
you accept it, Ruben? Do you
Yeah.
accept this task?
Well, I actually just want someone like Marcus, right? Or yeah.
Yeah, can also assign Markus Strehler. Yeah, he can also take care.
I will already give a thumbs up because we talked about this and that it's.
Mm-hmm.
Then we wait for someone who actually does CredHub to also look. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks to you too.
Okay.
Issues?
Yes. There's no issues. Ugh.
Ah, nice.
This one we already discussed, didn't we?
Yes, discussed last week.
So this is basically in. I thought it was prioritized, basically, right?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
And I think Stefan was gonna do it. This was more of a reminder. Someone actually working on this.
Nope.
No.
Well, not me.
Okay. Then we make it open for contribution. Same for this one, I guess.
Yes, that's the one that you did all those PR from lately. I should have referenced that. I will reference it.
So it has been assigned. It's prioritized. That's what I heard, right? Like,
Yeah, no, you're true. No, you're correct.
this one is open for contribution, right? Like this has not been, I think you all discussed about putting this on the roadmap at some point, right, Felix?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so it's basically open for contribution.
Yeah, we're doing some clarifications internally.
Yeah. Hmm. So there's some leak, right? Anybody wants to say anything about this? Any insights?
On AWS, you have this cloud trail thing where you can see who created what. Maybe something
Someone
like
needs
this
to
exists.
investigate it. I just noticed it, and I have not have any time whatsoever to go deep dive into this.
Would be something maybe to link in the cost savings issue, right? We have a cost savings issue.
It's not really cost saving because it's just namespacing issue.
Also, there's nothing put in the buckets.
Well, there is something put in the bucket, but that's necessary. But it's now probably not namespaced correctly. Probably we did an update somewhere, and we are not namespacing the.
But like, if it's not something we're releasing, right? It's not a release bucket, I would say.
No, so yeah, if it's not in a release bucket, then it will also never be cleaned up if it's actually something we don't have. Yes, true.
Right. So if it's not a release bucket, then it means that it's just a leftover from some testing that's being done
Probably.
or some build process.
Highly
But
likely.
then are there things left in there?
Yes.
Yeah, so then it's a cost savings issue, right? Leaking resources is cost saving.
That's true.
Beyhan, there was an issue here, right? For cost saving for the foundation infrastructure working group.
Yes, in the community repository, it should be.
Yeah, I found it.
But it's the right place. I can walk into this. And on the cost saving.
Okay. So then this is open for contribution. It's being linked here. I think we're good then. Anything from last week? 20. Okay, there's still discussion going on here. Was there a PR created already for this? Or is this being tested?
So what I currently have in this branch is working. but I made so many changes that I do not know which in the end worked. I think it is the last one that actually did something,
It's lovely.
but
It's
yes, it
really
was.
confidence inspiring.
I tried so many stuff, but like the part like the first commit, like it should already be like the one that's actually doing the stuff, and then the exclude root device mapped from NVMe device resolution is the one that actually worked for him. So
This
now
one.
we need to figure out what it fixed. So basically what it's doing now is like check it. If it's a root device, it will go to a loop because it's already attached. So then it will go to a loop and click like, no, this is my root device. And so the original problem is that AWS will, when we request a disk, it will be set like it's /dev/SDA or /SDB.
As you have written here, right?
Yes. So sometimes NVMe E1 is basically the root disk, while we has in the director we always say, or the agent we say, well, that's not the root disk, that's the ephemeral disk, because that's the assumption we make. I looked into like how can we fix this in the AWS CPI, but that's impossible. Just just because how we add the disk later on in the process.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. Would be good to at some point have a PR.
Someone
maybe.
needs to, with more expertise, should look at this.
Okay, but that's good that there's at least something.
Because I just tried many, many things.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it, right?
I fixed the merge conflict on that Ghost Cigar thing. If we want to take a look at that, if there's time.
Yeah. I think there's
And maybe the promotions.
oh yeah. And we have what was this one, right? Okay. Promotions. Okay. Reviewer.
Seems good.
Wait, actually look at this stuff. Just wait. Where am I? And we also have an thumbs up from. Okay.
Yeah, I think we have only 2-3 active withdrawals.
Yeah. Let's go. Is CI green? That was the whole point of this change, right? Where are the checks? That down here? Oh, here. All
Yeah.
checks are green. Great. And this was just based on the thing that's done upstream, right?
It's based on the PR that
Yeah, that
your
was
alter ego made, which was upstream. Yeah.
yeah, it was just based on upstream.
Which was, yeah, based on that elastic thing.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. I don't have much.
Yeah, same. This way we
insight
can both
into it.
feel guilty if it breaks terribly.
Yeah. But I like the fact that CI is green now.
That's a very nice thing.
Okay. 2 minutes left, and all the things are done and fixed.
Perfect. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruben.
As I shared at the beginning of this meeting before everybody joined, I'm creating a tool. It's called Bosch OCI Builder, and I'm calling the CLI Bob. And then now we have a command called Bob and then build, right? It's great. So I'm creating Bob the Builder.
I feel like Bob up and Bob down.
Yeah, that would also be great. Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks to
Have a
you.
good night.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye. Thanks.